Hi everyone, let's talk about chelation. So chelation is a biological / chemical weathering process, but it's mainly driven by biological organisms, and therefore it is classified as a biological weathering process with elements and aspects of chemical weathering. So here are the steps laid out 1, 2, and 3, and we can draw on a diagram. So to visualize chelation on a diagram, we draw a rock, and you can draw what organisms you would like to draw, which one you prefer, either trees, fungi, or lichens. I prefer to draw fungus because it's just 2 lines and one D-shaped thingy. You can draw multiple of them. Just draw 1 or 2. And you want to show that these organisms secrete acids either when they're alive still or when they have just died and they're decomposing. So you can show these acids leaching out with just arrows. And draw a circle. This circle represents the reaction where the acid reacts with the rock, so you can much more simply show it in a diagram and explain it to the examiner. You can label it 2, just to directly show that it is where the reaction happens. And step 3, the reaction makes the rocks much more soluble, so it can be leached away much more easier by solution. So you can draw rainwater coming down and leads this to leach out. And put the numbers on the diagram. This is 1 and this is 3. And the reaction of acid as well as solution explains why it has aspects of chemical weathering, but because it is ultimately driven by biological organisms, trees, fungus, or lichens, it is classified as a biological weathering process. So here are the favorable conditions for chelation. What increases the rates of chelation? These 3, high precipitation, high temperatures, and abundance of minerals, explain why there is much more microorganisms in the ecosystem. So therefore, the more microorganisms you have, the more organisms you have in general in your area, the more chelation will occur because the more acid can be secreted and the more decomposition can occur because your trees or your plants and your animals are dying. But last thing over here, acidic humus. So humus is the matter that occurs when your plants, your animals, your microorganisms, they're decomposing. So when they decompose, they secrete humus, and humus is essentially acid as well. The more acidic the humus is, the greater the rate of chelation because it kind of acts as this, and it adds on to the death decomposition part of chelation. So this sums up chelation pretty well, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.